YouTubers, what's going on? EXU's Finest, hosted by Mike. Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. I had to yawn. There was some stuff that was held for me. Well, there was one particular item that was held for me last week from Kenny down in Columbus. And, you know, I overlooked everything, and I've seen the stuff sell complete for around $27 more than what he gave me the deal on it. He was asking $250 for the brand new original Return of Jedi Jabba's Palace musicians, or whatever the hell you call those three guys. Then he had one. He had one complete, but loose complete. And it's funny because my boy Eddie also told me he had some too, but I already made a deal with Kenny, so I didn't even ask or even entertain Eddie on the on that particular Star Wars stuff he had. You know, me and my wife, you know, we paid, like I said, I keep saying it. I know I'm repetitive with it, but hey, we put about $8,500 in. You know, we had some damage due to the AC unit, the improper installation, and now we have to find and go after the original adjuster and the what do you call it? The building inspector who inspected everything when the house was under contract. So years accumulated a lot of water, and it was unseen until, like, you know, we used the AC a lot more this year than we did last and the previous year, and the damage was just outstanding. It was just crazy. And then, you know, with Ida and other stuff, it just gotten worse to where we have damage in the walls, floor, and ceilings from the second floor. Well, basically, yeah, like our roof to the second floor, and even down to the first floor. And we still waiting for the insurance to give a thumbs up, because they're waiting for one Neanderthal female who's a new idiot who don't know what the hell she's doing. But until then, you know, we have to fix the AC issue, because if it gets any worse, they're not going to cover any other damage that it caused if it's not rectified. So everything's rectified and fixed. And then we also had to come out of pocket to get the back porch roof that our AC unit was sitting on. We have two, or what they call multi-zone units, which means you have more than one, you know, external AC unit that controls your house. That also works for not only air and AC, but also heat as well. So that had to be removed, and, you know, when they removed all the old wood, the wood was drenched. Like, when I say drenched, it was like if everything was in the Hudson or Passaic River, and it's been there for like a year or so, and they just decided to take the wet wood and just build a roof on it. That's how bad it was. So they had to redo a lot of that stuff. So that's what $8,500 went to. So money is gonna be tight for me for the next couple of months. I don't think I'll really recuperate that back until around the Christmas holidays. Speaking of that, I haven't purchased storage unit really since October of last year. So this month, like mid this month, somewhere around the 14th to 17th, it will be a year that I haven't brought a storage unit. And that's like the first time in the history of me starting to do this stuff that I haven't purchased a unit in that long. You know, when we were still in Queens, I think the most I've ever went without buying a storage unit was like a week. Maybe a week and a half, and that's because I already had more. I still had stuff from previous units, and I don't even think it was a week and a half. It was probably a week at most, and it was crazy. But, you know, a year of just, it's crazy. You know what I mean? And anyway, I brought one just around the time when they really start closing everything down during COVID. So I was like, the week after. Like, the week of was fine, and a lot of places were closing down, and they were very, very cautious on stuff. So the week after I purchased the unit is when all the states start shutting everything down. So it's crazy. But anyhow, I forgot what the hell I was talking about. But but yeah, you know, I got this stuff from Kenny, and I basically gave him like $200 and something. Like, I think I gave him what I basically made at the market, and I also did a deal with Kevin and his girlfriend Marva. They got 2 stores inside of Columbus. I mean, I brought a lot of those toys out, bins and bins of it, and people weren't even budging on any of that stuff. So when that happens, I cut my losses. I already made money off of everything already, so I made a deal with them. I got cash, and I got these 2 items, which I'll show you at the end of the video, because that was the last thing I got. And I'm going to show you the stuff that I got from Kenny. So, this is the band. So I guess they come with their mics and all that other crap. And, I mean, $120 for this. He wanted $150, but he gave it to me for $120. And they have their mics and everything. So yeah, he held that for me. And it wasn't like I was like stuck between getting it and not getting it, but to be honest, I actually just threw this in. This is the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back Rebel Transport Instruction Assembly Manual. He did have this a couple of weeks ago, and he sold it. I'm not going to say I think he wanted too much for it, but I need more room for my G.I. Joe stuff than Star Wars. But, if I get Star Wars, and, Empire Strikes Back was one of my favorite Star Wars movies to this date. But, yeah, I think these guys have their, all that stuff. So, they sell or sold for around $147. Basically $148 is what they sold for on eBay. So, all right, now I'll show you guys. I got this stuff from him too, but I got this later on because I spent most of my time with him. This stuff. What the hell I got? Oh, I don't even know why. Oh, I brought this back up here. I brought this back upstairs to put them in Ziploc bags. So I'm about to say I don't know what the hell went on with that. So yeah, we're gonna take these out. These things weigh. They got some weight to them. Let's see how good my shoulder is. I haven't lifted this much weight in one arm since my shoulder surgery, let alone even at this leverage. So let's see. Oh, woo, that hurts. Ah, woo. Okay, wow. So these items, I actually did a trade. I forgot what I had. I had something that Dan, you guys probably seen it in Nazar's, aka Nostalgics videos. There's a couple guys he knows from the market that I've got introduced to from him, and I became really cool with them as well. Like his boy Tim, Star Wars Mike, 2 Dans. You got Short Dan that's always with Mel. I haven't seen Mel in over a year. I hope he's doing good. I know he's married now. And then you got Tall Dan and Short Dan. Both Dans. Then you got his boy Leland and his boy Andre. Real cool guy. Andre's the guy that he was doing the videos with some months ago when they were going to Target and stuff and pulling up the shelves and finding old stuff that it was crazy, but I know up here they were frowning down on that. But anyway, Dan, we did a deal. He gave me some cash and these 2 for some other items. I already forgot what the hell they were, but I needed the B.A. Baracus for the A-Team. I don't remember if I needed Murdoch. I know I have Face and Hannibal. I may have Murdoch in this, but whatever. He did have Face as well, and he had Murdoch and Face 6-inch figures. It's on the table. It's downstairs it's downstairs on the kitchen table. I put it on the table. So yeah, so I did a trade with Dan for these 2. I really just gonna get the Mr. T, or AKA B.A. Baracus, because I know I needed him. And I know I have my, figures here somewhere. I really need to clear all this crap up. I got crap everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? I got so much stuff. I got shit here just falling down. It's crazy. I'm like so disorganized since I got this G.I. Joe stuff. And it's like every couple of weeks to a month I would come up here and I would do some stuff, then I would just ransack what I've been doing. And they were just right here. Now I can't find them. They're over here somewhere. I just gotta move this crap. Well, whatever. Wait, okay. Oh, damn, I did have Murdoch. Shit. I did have a funny feeling I had Murdoch, too. Or was it Hannibal? I mean, well, he didn't have Hannibal anyway. So I have all three of them. So I was just missing Mr. T. Or B.A. Baracus. Trying not to break this bin by crushing it with my chest. So yeah, we do have Face. We have Face here. We do have Murdoch. So now we got two Murdochs. And we have Hannibal. And now we got BA. So we got the whole team. Whatever. I thought it was more than this. I thought it was more than 4 items. But anyway, there's one lady early in the morning. Normally her prices are kind of high. But I thought she was going to say like $5 each on them, which would have been okay because I would have paid the $5 and I probably would have been selling them for like $15 or so anyway. But she came at me. It was like early. It was still dark. It was very, very dark outside. Up until like maybe 6:40, 6:45 was when the lights started coming out. But it was dark because of the, the fog and the dew. The dew was so heavy that it felt like it was raining for about 3 or 4 hours. But I loved the chill. And then it just got muggy and like really uncomfortably hot. So these guys here, and I got this one thing just cause, I think it's another figure somewhere from her. Because I swore it was more than just these. It could have been just these 3. Oh yeah, the Black Panther was missing the head. That's why I didn't take it. And she did have the original 6-inch or 7 or 8, what is it, 7-inch or 8-inch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. She had the blue and red Ranger, but she was like, well, she put them to the side and said, well, these right here, I got to get like $8 each on them because they sell very well for me. They were in great condition. They have very good emblems and everything. No weapons or nothing, but I was like, I'm not paying. I mean, only Power Rangers. I didn't tell her that, but I'm saying to myself, only Power Rangers I sell are the vintage, not even the bad guys. Only the Zords. People want the Zords. They don't want the figures like that. Especially for $8 each. Even at $5, I don't want them, And plus, she gave me the 4 of these things for $10. I mean, you give me 3 Marvel Legend figures, and I get a Daryl from Walking Dead. I mean, I don't think he's probably. I mean, I sell these for $5. Some of them I sell for $8, depending on the character. But I normally sell them for $5 in the flea market. And one thing I notice is when I have a lot of these, I draw a lot of attention because people love Funko Pop. I hate them, but I used to love them, but I can't stand them now. And early this morning, there's one couple, heavy-set Caucasian couple in the news section. This is why you got to keep walking around before you set up because, more people setting up. And they had a lot of Lego shit. They have 15 nice size, 15 probably 10-pound, yeah, I would definitely say about 8 to 10-pound Ziploc bags full of Lego, like Lego mini brick and figures. They're in my garage. They only wanted, I paid $75 for all 15 bags. And I think maybe 12 or so out of the bags had like a couple minifigures and a lot of minifigure parts. Everything else is just basically brick. But they had some bags that had like, I don't know if it was dog hair or fake weave or whatever, but it was disgusting. Thank God I was outside. And I was basically sorting them and putting them in a bin this size for about an hour and a half or so. Because I think I started just around 11 something. And I told Isaiah as soon as I'm done, because I wasn't making money. It was already a slow day. And I was like, well, you know what? As soon as I'm done, I'm just going to go ahead and soon as I'm done with that stuff, we're going to pack up. And that's exactly what I did. It was hot. People were asking me how much, so I got to the point where I wasn't being rude or nothing. I just got to the point and I just started telling people, listen, I'm closed. You know, we're done for the day. We're packing up. And because, you know, I don't need anybody to distract me. I'm not trying to be rude or whatever. It was already a done day. I mean, I didn't come out and make as much as I wanted to, but the fact is, I didn't set up Friday and I didn't go to the Meadowlands to sell yesterday. I spent money yesterday and I spent money today. So at least I came back home with something. I didn't come back home, unfortunately, with what I spent, but it gave me the opportunity to pay $85 for the whole month of October. So, you know, I don't have to wake up 3 o'clock or 2:30 in the morning to get there and wait in that zigzag line. I can leave my house at 4:30 to be there for 5:30. Or I can leave at 5:30 and be there. Well, you don't have to leave at an hour. I will probably leave my house at 5 to get there for 6. Because if I leave my house at 5, I'll get there between 6:15, and I can still get in and get my spot. Because, you know, once it hits 6:30, they start letting people in. If somebody take your spot, you got to find another one. That's just the rules of how it goes. So anyway, she gave me these. I think it was more than one. I think one fell somewhere, or maybe I got confused. Because I did put everything in my hoodie. But it is the Daryl from The Walking Dead Funko Pop figura. Then these 3 Marvel Legends. We have here one of the Iron Men. We got Hawkeye. And we got Red Skull. So, I mean, this is based on you know, I mean, $45 right here. And I pay her 10. I pay her, you know, she only wanted $10 for all of them. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. But it's like the logic of certain people is just crazy. It makes no sense, but I ain't gonna cry. This stuff here, okay. So I'll show that in a second. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys this bag first. Now, all of these are things that I got from him. I paid Kenny $100. I already owed him $120 for, again, where did I just put it? I already owed him $120 for this. He knows you know, one thing about me is I'm a man of my word. I made sure I came out with money. I didn't come out with a lot because I wanted to make sure I at least had $100 to $150 to spend. If I found something at least half decent that I can pick up outside of the $120 that I owed him. But he always have great prices and good product. So I spent the vast majority of my money with him outside of just owing him. This was money in the bank for him. I paid $120 for this. And then $100 for this stuff. So I'm gonna show you everything I got from him for $100, and then I'm gonna show you the other stuff that I got a little later. So here we got this big Thanos. I should be able to get maybe $20, $25 for this. I think maybe 20. So we got this one, and we got this one, and they're in great condition. Whoa, if I don't break them. So we got this one too. So we got both of these bad boys. I think they go for 30, or maybe, I don't know. But I'll look them up. But I'll probably, somebody asked me, I'll probably say 25 each or 20. I'll probably be at $20 on them. Then we got here Ant-Man. Probably $15 on him and 15 on the Hulk. So I'll probably do 15 each on these, and I'll do the maybe 25 on the Thanos is just because they're Thanos. I gotta look them up. Maybe somebody will buy them, maybe they're not. I mean, maybe they won't. Who knows? So that's that one bag, and then where the hell I just put the other bag? Oh, it's on my foot. And here is the and I should just hit my toe. Here is the other bag. So all this stuff I paid $100 for. And I took it because I thought it was a great deal. So these I can get $10 each on these. So I'm going to be asking 10. I'm not going to do 14 or 12. They'll just be 10 for these because they're bigger. Like guys like this and this will be 10 each at the Meadowlands. So I'm already at $30 here. So somebody's gonna buy how much? And I'll buy out $10 each. They might not all sell at once, but they'll sell. Then we got here Ant-Man. It'll be 10 too. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll sell all this stuff to Coach. Maybe I'll take the Funko Pops to Coach and he'll buy them. You know, you never know. I'll just put them in Ziploc bags because he's going to Comic-Con and I'll have to take him his 3 Cobra Steel kaijus anyway. I mean, it's a lot of these things in here. So you also got Iron Man. People love Funko Pops. You got Vision. This is Mysterio from Spider-Man. I feel like something was exploding. I don't know what the hell. Then, I mean, there's some good ones. You got Doctor Strange. I think this is one of the Inquisitors from Star Wars, if I'm not mistaken. So these are all pretty good, you know. I mean, I get these a lot in, you know, thrifting and like red, white, and blue, but most of the time they'll be like regular ones or whatever. Then we got here Hulk, and we got Pirate Deadpool. I have a method I use to get rid of the paint rub from other Funko Pops on these to make them look new or make them look like they don't have anything. Then I'll put them. What's it called on them? Like put them in Ziploc bags. You got here Hawkeye. Then here we got Planet Hulk. I don't know who the hell this is. Interesting though. I know you. Oh, isn't that maybe this is what's it called from Ant-Man? I think maybe this is Michael Douglas's character from Ant-Man. Wasp's father. I'm guessing. You know, I never watched Ant-Man the movie or Ghost or whatever the hell they call Wasp and Ant-Man. I never watched it. Never seen it. Speaking of that, I got Ghost right in my hand. You got Ghost. I know the Marvel and DC Pops do sell a lot faster and they're more popular. I mean, well, I'm not going to say more popular, but they do sell a lot faster than any other Pop figure because Marvel and DC is hot. So we got here Thanos, Celestial Doctor Strange, whoop, Black Panther if I don't scuff it up. He did me good, man. I won't even say what I paid for them. I just got a great deal on them. You got here, Star-Lord, what's his name? Star-Lord? I don't know who this is. Still got like maybe another 20 in this bag. It's a lot of stuff, so. Oh, this is cool. We got Hulk, a Christmas version of him. We got here War Machine. Then we got Iron Man, Captain America, Hela, I believe her name is. This is one of the guys from Despicable Me, I believe. I don't know if this is Funko or not. Yeah, it says Funko. Then we got here, I believe it's the Avenger, Iron Man. I mean, Captain America, and his neck is broke. We got another Hawkeye. And we got a couple more. I think this is like 2 different versions of the first Avengers, Captain America. I forgot his name, but I think he's one of what's it called, guys? Thanos. In here we got Ultron and Ant-Man. One of the Spider-Men, I'm not going to butcher it by not remembering which one it is. Then here, I don't know who this is. I forgot this dude's name. I have no idea who the hell this is. We got Playboy posed Deadpool. That's just mine. That's just what I'm saying. I don't know. That's not true. I don't know who this is. Then we got what you call it? I can't think of the name right now. Then we got these two different Spider-Men. It's a good, pretty decent, especially for what I paid for. We got Thor, Winter Soldier, Tony Hawk Unmasked. Pretty sure he's missing his what you call it. I can still feel the moisture of the dew from earlier this morning. We got here a regular Marvel Captain America, and I think this is Crossbones, I believe. Since I brought all of them and he my boy, I got him for a good deal. That's all I'm gonna say. Got him for a real good deal. So everything in here was $100. And I'm definitely gonna sell every pop figure in here for $5 and up. I'm not gonna sell anything for $2 or $3 or do 2 for $5 or anything like that. Everything is definitely gonna be $5 and up. Pop figures, I mean, that's what they basically go for, especially characters like this that are really hot and popping. So I am going to start bagging these bad boys. So that's my next step, to bag this stuff. Then I gotta start working on that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff, because yesterday in Meadowlands I brought a bag of weapons off of that dude that I brought some other crap off of. He sold me the whole bag, and I forgot to go back and make him a deal on the sewer. I mean, there's a good chance he might come up with the sewer next week. Because what he was asking for, I think it's impractical. I don't know how much he budge. Or sometimes toward the end of the day when somebody asks a price and if something don't sell, they'll lower the price by like 30+%. Or maybe it didn't sell. You know, who knows? Alright, and then this I got from Kenny as well. So Kenny gave me Slash for $5. He does have some weapons, so I paid $5 for it. He wanted 10, which is still cheap, but you know, he gave it to me for $5. And then these guys, I basically gave him 20 and then 2. So he gave me these for $20. $20 for all 4 of them, and I'm gonna be selling them for $10 each. These are basic figures, but doesn't matter. I will do $10 each on them. I'm going to accumulate a whole bunch because I have a customer at the Meadowlands who, I think her grandson is a huge wrestling guy, and this lady spends money. Like, if I say there's a Marvel Legend or a DC figure and I say, hey, I want $40 for it, but I'll give it to you for $30, she'll give me the $30 for it without even fucking hesitating. And if I have like 15 or 20 figures and they add up to like $500, and I say, hey, you know what? It comes up to $500. I already gave you a deal. I'll tell you what. I'll do like $460 or something like that. She'll take it. Sometimes, depending on the mood she's in, she might even say, you know what? I'll give you the $500. Real cool lady. She's Italian. Real nice lady, man. So these items here, he wanted $10 a pop on them. So he said, you know what? I want $10 each, which is what I was selling for. You know what I mean? So he actually just said, you know what, dude? Just give me. I'll do 10 out instead of 40. He said, you know, I'll do 10, 5 and 5. So he just gave them to me for these 2 for $5 and then these 2 for $5 because I brought so much other stuff. So we got 10 here, 5 here is 15, and then 100 for that stuff, and when the 120 I owed him. So that with that 100 and the 120 I owe him, brought everything up to 220. So 220 and 15 is 235. So 235 and $2 on her was 237. So I gave him $237 for this stuff, for everything, including the. So I spent $237 with him, and I spent $10 with the other lady for those 3 Marvel Legends and that Daryl Funko Pop figure. So 10 and so that's $247. So $247 is where I'm at today. I didn't buy anything from Bobby. He didn't have anything I wanted. And this. Well, this it wasn't really a purchase because I did a trade. I sold stuff to Kevin and his girlfriend. And I wound up getting these. She gave me a good deal on these. You got here, I keep forgetting his name. But they're both in pretty good condition. And he does have this little orange piece that's kind of hard to find. And I think this is Ratchet or Red Alert. But they both have their wheels and everything. Not in the best condition, but not the worst. And it's not like I'm really collecting G1 stuff, but if I can get them and get the stuff pretty decent, I would grab it because I already have a lot of G1 stuff. So, you know what they say, accumulation adds up, right? So, I got this, and I got like $100 for 4 bins of crap. Stuff that I kept bringing out, and some stuff sold, and everybody else been just walking by everything for at least over a month. I've done 3 garage sales, and I've added toys, and nobody wanted to buy them. And then I came out to the flea market in the Meadowlands a couple times, including a couple times just doing regular daily at Columbus, and stuff was just sitting there. And they have a store inside, and they have tons of stuff. So I basically got these 2. And $140 in these 2 for the 4 bins of miscellaneous crap. And the stuff wasn't in the best condition. It's stuff that they're gonna put out, for cheap. But they make money, I make money, everybody's happy. I don't have to keep logging it back and forth and having people go through the bins and not buying the stuff. And it was some decent stuff in there, but it was stuff I couldn't sell. I had the Netflix Voltron in there, but and everybody wanted it, but he didn't have the wings, so. And that stuff I picked up thrifting. Mostly everything that was like thrifted stuff that I couldn't sell. Nobody wanted to buy it, so I just let it all go. So anyway, that's it. That's everything I got today. So anyway, gotta go. Peace out.